Hey guys, and welcome back to this Chelsea FIFA 19 career mode, where we managed to get back to winning ways in the league last time out with a 3-1 victory at Brighton, or against Brighton I should say. We've got Fulham coming up today, and those of you that have been around the career mode will know, or been around the channel for a long time will know, when it gets to this busy kind of Christmas period, the transfer window's about to open, we drop it down to 2 games per episode so we can focus on the transfer business and generally just getting through this Christmas period. We've got Fulham and then Leicester on the 22nd of December. That will take us up to Christmas Day, where we'll end this one, and then in the next episode we're going to have Watford and Palace before the transfer window opens. So really key that you guys get your suggestions in the comments. I have been reading them. A lot of people saying Dilic, a lot of people saying Skriniar, a lot of people saying get Christensen back or swap him for David Luiz if you can. If we can do that, we'll get it done. Youth at the back is going to be a priority, getting in some younger players that have got the talent and the potential to grow and become real key players for this club. But more importantly than that, we've got to peg Spurs back because they've leapfrogged us and gone top of the Premier League table. Here you can see the Europa League draw has been done, and we've been drawn right there. He's holding us up, that little bald man. Don't know who it is, but there we are, Chelsea. And you can see we're playing Mainz, the German club. So apparently, according to the headline, the breaking news, it's a favourable draw. We'll have to see about that, shall we? Proper West London derby here then as we take on Fulham at the Bridge. Stamford Bridge is actually situated, the address of Stamford Bridge is actually Fulham Road. That's how close these two places are and how close these local rivals are. It's not really a fierce rivalry though, more geographical. 4-2-3-1 formation for us. Mauro Icardi leading the line. Morata has been fairly impressive in the last couple of games, but he's knackered. Fulham are going to be lined up with 4 at the back, as you can see there. Alfie Mawson involved. I think it's going to be a 4-3-3 formation. That's what they're familiar with. And you can see Acosta, Vieto and Schürrle up top. Former Chelsea man, of course. No Mitrovic, though. Squad depth, super important at this time of the season. Got to rotate a lot. Keep your players fit, fresh and happy. Here is Willian, going to try a low-driven cross. What a tackle that is from Joe Bryan at the back. Really good defended. Here's Callum Chambers bursting out of defence. Tries a kind of low-driven cross pass, and Kepa will claim. And try and set us off on the counter-attack as well. It's a poor throw. Rushed it a little bit. Fulham will come forward again in the form of Vieto. Rudiger absolutely wipes his man out. Andre Schürrle, as soon as the free kick's been given, gets up. That's a shock. It's going to be himself to take the free kick. Surely he's going to hit this from here. I think Seri standing over it with him. It is Seri to hit it. That was mighty close. Got it up over the wall. Bit of bend, bit of dip. Exactly what you wanted. Kepa didn't seem too troubled though, which gave me confidence that he had it covered. Although, it's still far too close for my liking. Seri. Oh, he's done me. Here is McDonald turning. Oh, Vieto with a great ball, and that is a brilliant save from Kepa, but the rebound falls very kindly to Johansson. Nobody reacted. That's why Kepa's so furious with his defenders. He made a really good initial save, but we just watched it. We got caught ball watching. Johansson didn't. He reacted, tucked it home, and inside 14 minutes, Fulham have got themselves a shock lead here at the Bridge. Great football. I think Kepa and the defender got stuck on one another. It was Alonso. Here is N'Golo Kante. We go straight up the other end looking for an equaliser. Hazard into Icardi. Nice turn. Nice effort. Very close. Keeper was scrambling. Just see, tried to wrap his foot around it. Defender tried to block it. He managed to whip it. He did get the curl he wanted. Just couldn't quite get it to curl enough to sneak into that bottom corner. Zaha into Hazard, who's playing in that central kind of cam role. Zaha is free if we can pick him out. He's onside. Wilfried Zaha into the box, dances feet. They're not going to touch him. Oh, he tried to feed Willian. That was unselfish play. Very nearly come off as well. Clearance isn't a good one though, and Kovacic will pick it up. You know he can hit one. That's going to hurt. Bit of sympathy there. Kovacic gets it back again. He lays it off. And N'Golo Kante with the drive. It deflects. Goes high and wide. Acosta into Vieto. Nice 1-2. David Luiz trying to get back. It's Alonso who makes the interception. Zaha. Clever pass into N'Golo Kante. And there's a man on the left. It's Marcos Alonso. Hasn't got the pace, has he? Has not got the pace. Schürrle into Vieto. Kante doing what he does best. Getting back and breaking up play. Getting a bit scrappy this game. And the ball's found its way to Johansson. Alonso's been caught the wrong side of his man. And Kepa makes a save. Being too casual. Gave the ball away. Fulham could double their lead here from this corner. But Willian's going to help that clear. And he finds Icardi, who is all on his own with about 8 defenders around him. That is not going to help the cause. Fulham just keeping the ball, passing it around like a training exercise. We've had this a couple of times recently. team's just mugging us off. However, they've given it straight to N'Golo Kante, who's just played the wrong ball. But Hazard has caught the defender napping. Touch is a little heavy. Can he slide it past the keeper? Of course he can. It's Eden Hazard. It's one of the best players in the world right now. It's Chelsea 1, Fulham 1, and that is a cheap goal for them to give away as Eden Hazard runs into the Matthew Harding stand to celebrate with those Chelsea fans. Once he got past you, you're not going to catch him. The touch there was heavy. Keeper stayed on his line, and that was his biggest mistake. Here's Acosta for Fulham. First half stoppage time. Johansson, the goal scorer, into Seri. Lovely interlinking play from Fulham. They spread the ball to Andre Schürrle. Cuts inside. Azpilicueta can't stay with him. Seri with the header. That's insane. That's actually an insane goal. That header was about 18 yards out. It's gone. It's been guided beautifully into the bottom corner. Nothing we could do defensively apart from cut out the passes. That one especially. But Azpilicueta was absolutely done here by the quick feet of Schürrle. And look at that. He's got too much space just to guide it into that far post. Literally, I think that's going to be the last action of this first half, where we've been lacklustre again. Come on, boys. We've got to pick this up. Fulham, when they attack, are playing some absolutely brilliant, free-flowing football. You can see it here. They've got him behind again. And they commit bodies into the box. Rudiger's got to win that, and he has. Oh, my word. The header away was a poor one, but Kepa gathers the ball. And if he throws it to Icardi, which he has done, and Icardi's done brilliantly there. Hazard, could have slid it through to Zaha. Attack stays alive with Icardi. So bad. That was really poor. Alonso, nice little pass. Wilfried Zaha, chance to stretch his legs, use his pace. Got Icardi ahead of him. He's found him. Icardi can pass this on one more. Hazard, little dink. It's beautiful. Leave it, Willian. He's nicked the goal. I was so worried that the offside flag would go up. To be fair, that's a horrible thing to do to your teammate. The ultimate goal snatcher. However, he does not have a lot of goals to his name this season, Willian. So forgive him for putting it in. Had that have been offside, I would have gone crazy. Look at it. It's literally about to cross the line. Why do it? Should have done a super cancel, but he don't care. He's going to celebrate. That Fulham fan does not look happy, though, standing there, does he? That has kind of been the catalyst for Fulham to step it up another gear. Kepa has gone a long way here. He had to get that right. He had to get that right. It was a perfectly executed tackle. If your centre-back does that, you're super proud of him. 15 minutes to go, making a triple substitution. Zaha, Icardi and Hazard, all absolutely shattered. Barkley, Pedro's coming back from injury. And yes, you saw that name correctly. Olivier Giroud is going to get some Premier League action. Hasn't happened a lot this season, but he's got some now. Can he have the impact that we need? Kante, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tell you what, Fulham score from this. Kante's getting transfer listed. He's not. I would never do that. He's the best player in the world. We've got 5 minutes, chaps. 5 minutes to find a breakthrough. Here's Kovacic. On to Kante. Giroud's making a run, but I'm not going to play that pass because he's not the player to run in behind. However, Azpilicueta could be. Giroud's in the middle. Ross Barkley's in the middle. Pedro's in the middle. The ball is headed behind by Tim Ream. We've got a corner. 2.5 minutes to go. Whip it in with pace. What a save from Fabrizio. I thought that was a goal. It didn't even go out for a corner. They managed to scramble it clear. I think it was Ross Barkley who had the effort. And look at Mitrovic just out-muscling Dave, chucking him on the floor like a rag doll. Good ball across, but Pedro's back there defending. Into stoppage time. There's only going to be 2 minutes, so we're going to have to move it quickly. There may be one last opportunity. Alonso into Barkley. Fresh legs of Ross Barkley. Oh, the strength of Seri. Barkley wins it back, but the full-time whistle goes. Chelsea 2, Fulham 2, and I can't help but think that's 2 points dropped. So like I said, we're dropping it to 2 games this episode to focus on other business. And what I mean by other business is this. You can see Olivier Giroud, Cesc Fabregas, David Luiz, Willy Caballero, Darboe and Rob Green I'm not too worried about. But those 4 contracts need renewing because I don't want to lose any of those on the cheap. The reason we're renewing Willy Caballero's contract is because we're going to let Rob Green go. And we do need a backup keeper still. So Luiz, Fabregas, Caballero and Giroud all need new deals. So the good thing here about Willy Caballero, you can see he's currently on £34,000 a week. We've offered him a 1-year deal with sporadic squad role, and he's happy to accept a £5,000 a week pay cut as long as he gets an £84,000 signing bonus, which to me, I'm all good with. I know you can take the bonuses out and just pay him a little more, but I'm quite happy with that. It means we've got the assurance of a backup keeper for at least another season. Negotiations here with David Luiz might be a little bit harder. He wants to be an important first team player, which, let's be real, if he stays at the club, he will be. unless we move him on in this transfer window. That's why I want to renew his contract, to keep his value high, because when a player obviously has a contract that's expiring, don't know why that was so hard to say, they are free to negotiate with other teams. He's currently on 110 grand a week. I want to try and get him down to 100, and I'll offer him £100,000 for the privilege of doing that. I don't know whether he'll accept it, because obviously, yeah, he will. Fair enough. David Luiz signs a 2-year deal with the club, but we potentially will be looking to move him on in this transfer window that's coming up. Trying to negotiate with Fabregas. He's one of the highest earners at the club, and he wants to be an important first-team player at the age of 31. See, I'm going to accept it purely because we're going to sell him on. We're going to move him on. He wants a 3-year deal, and he's 31 years old, but I don't know whether we keep him on just as a squad player or whether we keep him on, renew his contract, and then look to sell him. He's happy to take a massive, massive pay cut as long as he gets some hefty bonuses, but those bonuses are going to have to go. Both of them. I mean, the signing bonus is a joke for a start. We'll take that down to £250,000, and we'll put the wage up to, we'll put it up to 100k. So it's more than what he wanted. It's much, 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 much less than what he's on now, but hopefully he'll take it. See what he says about that. Client wants to stay here. He can accept 110 grand a week, but they still want like £1 million for signing on. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen at all. Like I said, £250,000, happy to give you 110. Oh, what is it with this signing bonus, man? Can I just take it out completely? Does that work? Or will he just leave? If I offer the same thing again, are they going to be angry? We're just going around in circles here, aren't we? Maybe we let Fabregas go, or maybe I'll just give him the signing bonus and transfer list him. But then if we were going to do that, I'll pay him 10 grand a week less. Oh, this is going around in circles, isn't it? It was Cesc. £500,000, £100,000 a week. So now he wants 110. Oh, this is ridiculous. Should not be this hard. Final offer. If not, Fabregas is gone. Oh, he loves the club and he's happy. There you go. He knew that was our final offer. That was hard work, wasn't it? Negotiating with Giroud here. The good thing about this, he's very, very happy to be a rotation player. We've told him he wants time off the bench. He's happy to take a big pay cut. But again, he wants that bonus. I'll tell you what we'll do. Is we'll edit the signing bonus. And we'll make that like 250. Or actually, what we'll do is we'll put, if you scored 25 goals, which let's face it, he's not going to play enough games to do. We'll give him £1 million. And we will put the wage to 95, so a little bit more than he wants, but we're going to remove almost entirely this signing bonus. Have a bit of that. Sorry, 93 is the least he's willing to take. It's these bonuses, man, that are killing me. We'll give you 93, put that down to £250,000, and edit that to 25 goals. Put that down to £1.25 million. Have that. Have a bit of that. Come on, Olivier. We're going to sell you anyway. The wage works, but now he wants the bonuses. After 10 goals. No. 25. See, even he knows he's not going to score any bloody goals. And we'll give you 350k there. Get it. Keep it. Alright, see you later then. You do one, Olivier. You absolutely do one. This is why I hate the Christmas period. Players like Eden Hazard asking for a rest, man. You're key to our success, and we've just dropped points at home to Fulham. We need to bounce back with a win. Leicester at home then. This is a squad that we've gone for. Quite heavily rotated. Ampadu is in there with David Luiz at the back. Rudiger rested. Emerson in. Alonso rested. Cesc Fabregas, after signing that new deal, plays in midfield with Kante and Loftus-Cheek. Pedro, first start since his injury. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left. Alvaro Morata up top. Interesting to see that quite a few of you saying that Mauro Icardi is a flop. I just think that's a Chelsea striker problem in general. Whoever they buy up front on FIFA in real life is turning out to be a flop. But give them time. Morata and Icardi will grab goals between them. They're certainly good enough. It's a 4-4-1-1 formation for Leicester with Iheanacho playing up top. James Maddison, who is dangerous, sitting just behind him. But yeah, the problem is none of the strikers that we've got have literally clamped down their authority and said, right, this starting spot is mine. I'm going to score every other game and I'm going to grab goals constantly. No one's done that, which is why we keep swapping and changing to try and get them in and out of form. You know, I don't know whether we need a new striker. I don't think that's the answer. The attacking options we've got are good. Luckily, the likes of Hazard, etc., chipping in with goals. That's a foul, is it? No, I thought Fabregas was blocked off there. Loftus-Cheek working hard. Morata working hard, doing a bit of ballet. Pedro, back heel to Azpi. Azpilicueta, space has opened up for him. That is the last thing we need to do, is be shooting with Dave. So we'll lay it off to Loftus-Cheek. Leicester compact. Kante, it's here. Oh, it was mighty, mighty close. It's Alvaro Morata. Fabregas inside to Loftus-Cheek. He's got Pedro all the way out to his right. He's picked him out. Here's Pedro. We've missed him, his creativity and pace since his injury. Morata, oh, he tried to get past Ndidi, wasn't happening. He just feels a bit sluggish at times, Alvaro. Icardi still have at least got quick feet in making the space, but he just hasn't always found the finish. If Fabregas can touch that on, Odoi might be able to finish here. He's hit the bar. He's hit the bar. And Alvaro... Fabregas with a corner. Corner comes in, there's a header. It's Morata again. That's 3 times in the opening 20 minutes that he's come close. That one was just more of a flick on. He just got too much on it. Would have been better off just gliding it. Gliding it. Yep, that was definitely a mixture of guiding it and glancing it. Gliding it. I like it. Yes, Kante. Go on, Callum. Go on, Callum. There's men over on the right. Alvaro is one of them. Let's force him a little bit wide, but he'll touch it into Pedro. Pedro drills it across. Oh, what a block. What a block. That's as good as a goal in terms of defending, that is. Absolutely ridiculous piece of defending. Really good. Maddison, that's a good looking ball. Azpilicueta got some defending to do. He hasn't done it. Cross comes in. That is a ridiculous chest pass. That was a ridiculous chest pass. It's a great save. It all got a bit messy. But he is literally... That was a joke. That was a joke. Kante. Azpi. Pedro. Pedro looks up. Azpi continues his run. What a little dink pass that is from Pedro. Azpilicueta with a first time cross. Whips it. Morata. Inches away from his head, that was. And Kante, what are you up to, lad? Kaputska's got through on this left-hand side. Leicester got 3 men in the middle. A crowd in the box. Pedro can't cut it out. David Luiz can, luckily. This game is so open. I love it. Because then we can attack with pace like this. Azpi into Alvaro Morata, who turns. So sluggish. Feels just really sluggish when he's dribbling with the ball, but he's managed to find Pedro. Pedro, is there going to be a low-driven cross opportunity here? No, Pedro goes all the way. Now he might drive it across. It's cleared. Kante on the volley. Oh, disgusting. Chance for Leicester before half-time then. Iheanacho turns Ampadu. Plays the ball through. That's got to be offside, isn't it? Kaputska, flag stays down. And Maddison tucks it home. That was so far offside, it was unbelievable. We're falling to bits. We are falling to bits. I said at the earlier part of this series, this Christmas period will make or break our season.
2 minutes.
Pedro finds Hudson-Odoi, cuts inside. Pedro continues his run. Pedro's on the end of that. Alvaro Morata cannot miss. Instant response. In first half stoppage time, Alvaro Morata looks delighted with his goal, and so do those fans. But all the hard work was done by Odoi and Pedro, and in the end it was put on a plate for Morata. Look, the burst of pace here. Good run, good movement, and such a simple finish. What an end to this first half. It had been cagey. Well, it hadn't been cagey. It had been open, fast-flowing, no real clear-cut sort of opportunities had fallen to anybody, but Maddison gave Leicester the lead. Morata instantly responded. Loftus-Cheek looks up, sees the run of Pedro. What a pass. Pedro, touch, finish. He's hit it well. Ward's made an acrobatic save. Corner, driven in, goes deep, at pace. Loftus-Cheek heads it down. Callum Hudson-Odoi, what a drive. Unlucky, real good technique to get over the ball there and keep that effort on target, because they're not easy to hit. And Odoi struck it well, and he's fed it round the corner to Cesc Fabregas as well. Celebrating that new contract, Fabregas. Is he going to do it with a goal? No. Bit of a tame effort, but it was accurate. Emerson finds David Luiz. Drills it out. Fabregas touches it on to Azpilicueta. Needs a runner in the box. Morata is that guy. Azpilicueta hits it into the defender's face. Fabregas will turn. Pedro lays it off one more. Touch from Loftus-Cheek. Silva with the tackle. Azpi. Loftus-Cheek again. He's got a bit of room. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Lovely little dummy, and he's put it wide. He did the hard bit, and then the easy part was just to roll it in the corner on his weaker left foot, and it's kind of just gone straight. He wanted to finesse it into the corner. Good ball forward for Iheanacho to give chase. David Luiz and Ampadu back there trying to defend. A shot cut. Oh, the pain, the pain. That has flown like a rocket into the top corner. Nothing the defence could do about that. We held them up nicely, made them go backwards. You cannot foresee that he is going to hit a shot like that. And when they do, from that kind of distance, 99 times out of 100, they fly into the stand. But that was hit with absolute perfection. This is going to be the perfect angle to see it. Look how far outside the post that shot starts. You're not going to save that. Emerson finds Hudson-Odoi into N'Golo Kante. Oh, man. How much is that Ruben Loftus-Cheek chance haunting us right now, by the way? Should have been 2-1 up. Instead, we're behind. Oh, it's a lovely turn from Ruben, though. Morata trying to feed Odoi. It's all going a bit wrong. Azpi's gone charging forward. Not sure why. He's getting back now. He's been nutmegged, though. Leicester come forward again. Iheanacho plays it on one more. Ghazal nearly wrapped the game up. Substitution. Alvaro off. Icardi on. The flop, they call him. He's got a point to prove. He's got to silence his critics. Loftus-Cheek finds Mauro Icardi. See, his footwork is good. Steams through. Back to Loftus-Cheek. Looks for Icardi again. He's found Mauro Icardi. Couldn't adjust his body. I think he just lost sight of the ball. It was slightly behind him. Had he have controlled it, he could have lifted that into the keeper, over the keeper, and into the back of the net. Here's Odoi. Looking for Fabregas. It's not the best ball at all. Loftus-Cheek in to Jorginho. Icardi. This could be the last chance. Nobody up in and around supporting Mauro Icardi, though. He's going to have to do it alone. And he finds Azpi. Out towards Pedro. Pedro might put it into the box. He lays it off to the edge. That was not the right decision. Not the right decision. It's finished Chelsea 1, Leicester 2. It's all kind of falling apart slowly for us. The bubble is bursting. We need to get to the transfer window. We need reinforcements. Doesn't help when you've got the likes of Eden Hazard, your key player, asking to be rested. However, luckily, ourselves and Spurs had pulled away from the rest of the table a little bit. So there is still a gap. We are still second. And we are now 4 points behind the league leaders, Tottenham. Everton and Leicester, who just beat us, are having a cracking season. They're in the Champions League places as the next Boxing Day game will be the halfway point of the season. And they're right up there in the mix. United in 5th, Wolves 6th, City in 7th. Don't know what's happening to them. Arsenal even further down there in 10th. Liverpool in 12th. What on earth is going on here? Down at the bottom, Fulham, who we struggled against. Rock bottom of the table. That should have been a win. Both of those games should have been a win. Let's be real. We had home advantage. We've got Watford away next, which is not going to be easy. Never is an easy fixture for Chelsea. I think they lost 4-1 there last year in real life. Absolute joke. But bear with us, guys. We will get our form back. We will sign some players in January. And we will go back to 3 games an episode once the transfer window has shut and we've got all our recruits in. We're out of this Christmas period and we're getting back to the top of the table where we belong. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll see you in the next one.